Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Arizona Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the defensive starters of your Arizona Cardinals. Introducing the starting defensive end. And starting safety.
Welcome to Glendale, Arizona, where there are absolutely perfect conditions for football at the University of Phoenix Stadium. Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Cardinals and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers.
Playing on the road, always a difficult place to win. What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team, but you have to overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So emotionally, you almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to be cheering for each other. You just have to create that raw emotion to overcome what the crowd is giving you on the other side.
All right, Chris, and with that in mind, time to get this one going. We are ready for the NFL on EA Sports right now. Clark was there to bring him down. So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that. And looks left, throws. Leroy Hill was there for the stop.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
And the tackle was made by Sean Ellis.
And let's spotlight the offensive key players. Running back Peyton Hillis out of Arkansas has become a sensation, grinding out those tough yards between the tackles.
And it doesn't always have to be pretty to be effective, and Peyton Hillis is one of the hardest working running backs in the league. You know, not only is he so tough to bring down, but he has acceleration into the hole, and that is really underrated.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
Let's take a look at the players who lead this defensive unit. It's anchored by the veteran presence of safety Adrian Wilson, who played his college ball at NC State and who I know you think, Chris, is underrated.
Absolutely. I can't think of another player with his credentials that is so overlooked, and he probably doesn't get the public credit he deserves. I guarantee you quarterbacks, they're well aware of him, that's for sure.
Peterson gets the ball at the 27.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game. So it's first down, following the big gain through the air. Inside handoff. That's a touchdown!
This is one of the very best guys at seeing the entire field. Very seldom do you see him miss a good opportunity for a run. That time exploding through for the touchdown.
And he adds the point after. Arizona is up 7. Number 9 is ready to kick it away. Number 34 is back to receive the kick. Gets it to the 21. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie was there to bring him down. They'll get the ball here at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground with the tailback. He's wrestled down at about the 25-yard line by Idenije. And from their own 25-yard line. Throws it up top, down the left side. It's almost picked off. And looking at a 3rd and 6 right here. Ball on their own 25. Passes it deep on the left side. He drops the easy pick. And that will be a 3 and out for the offense after that incompletion.
Well, and there is some cumulative effect of those 3 and out series because they do tend to wear out your defense, which has to come right back out on the field now.
And calls for the fair catch.
At the 35-yard line.
1st down and 10. Going deep toward the left sideline.
Incomplete on the pass attempt. Number 89.
From their own 35-yard line. Searching for an open man. There's the deep throw. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Britt was the intended receiver. From their own 35-yard line. Surveys the field. Looking. Fires it to the left. The defense had their number during that last series as they go 3 and out.
And it really looked like the defense won the battle up front. The big guys controlling the line of scrimmage made the difference there.
He'll field it at the 17. He brings it back to the 30. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie was there for the stop.
He did a good job there, finding his seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
He loads up for the deep throw. 2nd down for the offense after that incomplete pass. He's searching for a receiver.
Number 15 throws incomplete. 3rd down.
They're facing a 3rd and 10. Still looking for an open man. He rolls out to his left.
The Buccaneers get another big gain there. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with what they're doing right now in the running game.
And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Ball on their own 45. He's going deep to his right. It's picked off.
You know, this DB is one of those guys that every time I watch him on tape, I'm always surprised he doesn't have more interceptions because he's so quick with his feet and gets in great position.
Brady with the give. It's a gain of 4. So, from their own 15-yard line. Brady will hand it off. He's brought down around the 21-yard line by number 92. And we've come to halftime here. The score at the halfway mark is 7-0. Welcome back to Glendale. We look ready to get the second half underway. Zibikowski was there to bring him down. They'll take over at the 16. First down, 10 to go. They pitch it. Brought down behind the line.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man. And that time, the defense's big men, they won the battle.
Looking for a man. He's dropped down right around the 22-yard line by Munerlin. Third down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs. They hand it off. Williams has his first carry of the game go for first down yardage. Passes out to the left. He knocks it away at the last second. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. The ball is on their own 26. Good coverage downfield. Picks up the ball and he can run. To the 10. He's in. Touchdown.
And more teams are practicing doing that. When the ball's on the ground, they want to be able to scoop it and score with it. Perfectly executed that time. Well, you can't ask for a more evenly matched game than this one. Just knock in the extra point, and we are tied heading to the latter portions of this one.
A close call there. Was it a fumble?
I don't know why you keep asking me. You know every time it goes to replay, I'm basically wrong. So I'm not going to guess anymore. I'm just going to wait and listen with everybody else.
What a saving play. They will reverse the call on this fumble.
You know, it's just not easy to see when the runner is down. And that time, the officials took their time, able to take a second look, and they got it right.
Throws to his left. Andre Roberts was his intended target.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Munerlin gets it at the 23. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. Clark was there for the stop. The Buccaneers are trailing by a single touchdown going into the final quarter. Lets it go deep. It's intercepted.
Wow, he closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
Yeah, he took a risk going for the ball there because he didn't have any help behind him. But when you're that good at closing and attacking the ball, you can certainly afford to gamble occasionally.
And it's amazing what talent will let you get away with.
That's a gain of 5. Second down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 14. Haloti Ngata was there to bring him down. A pickup of about 3.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Williams gets the carry. He's tackled right around the 24-yard line by number 92. They go with the kneel down. From their own 22-yard line. Williams on the right side. The stop was made by Shawne Merriman. We've got a 3rd and 6. He takes a knee. Fourth down. The Cardinals are lining up to punt it away. That'll do it from the field. We have top plays and stats coming up next, so stay right with us. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.